Hey, you. Yes, you. Oh my goodness. Is this Mercury retrograde bothering your throat chakra as much as it's affecting mine? Are you feeling emotional and imbalanced and up and down, positive 1 second, not so sure about yourself the next second? Oh my goodness, I tell you, this is the place we're going right now. Mercury retrograde. Okay, so to start off, we actually have the Two of Cups. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Then we have the Judgment card. Then we have the Nine of Swords. So confirmation, you could be seeing the master number 99. Don't have to be, but could be. Then we've got the Six of Swords. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. And your overall energy, oh my goodness, this card is just coming on out everywhere. Okay, so the Six of Cups, and we also have the Six of Swords out here. So you could be seeing the master number 66. But what and we've got the Eight of Wands with the Eight of Cups. So yeah, you could be seeing the master number 99, 999, 66, 666, 8, 88, 80, you know, and 8's the number of infinite. Okay, 6 is the number of ultimate love. 9's the number of near on completion, you know, sort of like abundance, obtaining it, nearly there, nearly the completion of the cycle. So whatever you're doing, it's going to be really successful, and you're really drawing in that positive love, guys. Okay, but let's get straight down to the cards. Enough of numerology. I am a bit of a fan of it. Okay, so this is Scorpio energy to start off with. That could resonate with you, but it doesn't have to. But we do also have some Virgo. We have heavy Virgo energy. We have Aquarius. We have Cancer. We have Gemini energies and Pisces energy and Sagittarius energy out here. So that could resonate with you. It doesn't have to. Sorry. Oh, my front door's open. But yeah, and then we got Scorpio energy on the bottom of the deck too. So yeah, we'll go through it now. So look, what you're doing is you're really in the situation where you're being asked to really go back to your roots. Okay, go back to those childhood values. Go back to those family values. Okay, really sort of like engage with old loved ones, you know, engage with your heritage. Really embrace, and this came up in the last read too, really embrace that heritage and that ancestral knowledge about yourself and your family. Really see there's some missing links for you where you might actually really find some information that could be helpful for you. Maybe going on to Ancestry is going to be some sort of benefit for you. Maybe you're looking for a long lost family member, but whatever it is, it's really asking you to connect back in with your roots. There might be a reunion in place, okay? You could be even feeling homesick, but I do see a union, is going to be beneficial to you. So anyway, we've got the Two of Cups, guys. This is exciting. So yeah, this could be your union coming in. However, this is love. This is love on the highest level, okay? This is a positive love. This is an equal love. This is someone who gives as much love and puts in as much effort as you do. They're really going to match your energy here, okay? They're going to really want to value you, and they're going to really want to do nice things towards you and really show you that they're there for you. And it's going to be that real quality kind of love. It's going to be that kind of love that, you know, you can trust them when you're not there. You can, they'll defend you in rooms that you haven't even walked in yet. Okay, this sort of love that's coming around is just the sort of love that you haven't ever experienced before. And what you're going to find is it's really going to draw in a love for yourself, a sense of harmony, a sense of joy, a sense of a side of yourself that you've never really seen or explored yet. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating this independent wealth. So you've also going to have this balanced partnership, this divine union come in. But what you're also doing is you're going to be feeling successful. You've really planted those seeds and you've really started to see things grow here. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be sitting in your independence. You're going to be sitting in your success, and you're really going to understand that you do have it within you to create that stability, to create that security. Okay, you really are starting to understand that you can rely on yourself to provide for yourself, that you don't need outside help or outside resources, although it's beneficial, but you can honestly do it on your own because you have created this material wealth. Then we move into the judgment. So yeah, there's been a self-evaluation here. Okay, you've definitely realized some changes have needed to be made. And look, as we grow, we always come through more changes. And it's all about really the betterment of ourselves. And it's sort of like you just want to make every day better than the last. So right now, what you're really doing is you're moving forward and you're sort of like growing and you're just like evolving as a human and just trying to be better than the last day. And that's just amazing. And it's like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you are constantly working on your growth here. You are constantly making those judgments that need to be made. You don't mind about being firm with yourself. You don't mind saying, okay, that behavior I need to change. Okay, I can't let myself spiral like this. What can I implement in my life, e.g. meditation, healing frequencies, whatever. What can I implement in my life to prevent this from happening so much? And it's also about minimization. Okay, it's just putting in any kind of effort to make the change. All we got to do is try. Okay, all we got to do is try. First, we got to be able to accept our flaws, but then we just got to try. And just trying just does miraculous things. Okay, it sort of brings a sense of renewal. Okay, and then it's sort of like, you got to be forgiving with yourself, but when you bring that sense of renewal to yourself, you really start to see yourself grow. And you can sort of look back, a month ago, I would have reacted so much worse. And then when it gets to a year, it's like a year ago. Oh my God, I have completely transformed. And that is huge. And if we keep implementing those small little things that are really going to help us handle things in life better, we really grow. And we really develop this mindset that's just always evolving, always learning, always adapting, always gaining that emotional intelligence behind ourselves. We realize that we don't have to get worked up. We don't have to cry about things that aren't going to, if it's not going to benefit us, then why get worked up about it? So it's really learning how to deal with this anxiety and these stresses and these sort of pains, it's really letting go of those fears, okay, and just understanding that, life isn't always going to go the way I planned. And yes, it may mean that people, situations, places and things may let me down on my path, but it is crying and screaming or whatever it is going to make me feel better. Because if it's not going to make me feel better, why would I do that to myself? So it's about, okay, I'm spiraling now. I can see myself going down a black hole. It's time to pick myself back up and change that mindset. Okay, you know what? That didn't work out the way I wanted. I have no control over it. So do you know what? I'm going to distract my mind today. I'm going to do some self-care, or I'm going to go out for a walk to ground myself. It's just whatever we can do. I'm going to go play with my puppy dog because he loves me. It's just anything we can do to really switch that mindset and take that burden away. Because, sitting there feeling overwhelmed and really focusing on what isn't going right really sort of shifts us to a real negative mindset. And what we really want to do is we really want to move on from that mindset. We want to move on from that negative spiral and shift into calmer waters. We want to really focus on moving on into a more positive lifestyle, because once we do start making and implementing these changes, we do see ourselves heal. We do see ourselves being able to handle life, being able to cope with the challenges, being able to cope with almost anything thrown at us. And when I say that, look, you know, we're human. There's always going to be something that makes us cry, but it's about how quick we get back up. Okay, we might have a bad day. That's okay. Get back up. Okay, yep, something might have really pushed us to our limit. We might have felt really betrayed or let down. That's okay. Move on from it. Okay, because you do have the right to really be the calm after the storm, okay? You really need to learn how to be the calm after the storm. You want to be hit with a tornado, well, you don't want to be hit with a tornado, but if you get hit with a tornado, you want to know that you can be calm. You might need a minute, but you know how to be calm. You know how to understand this is life, this is its challenges. Life, and I can't control the changes, but what I can do is control my mindset and how I'm going to react. And it's all about trying to keep that calm mindset and elevate that frequency. Because basically but obviously when we are in a more emotionally balanced mindset, what it does sort of do is it does sort of bring in more opportunities, more abundance. It brings in more possibilities for us. The universe really starts to see that when we can handle things and when we can overcome challenges a lot calmly in a better mindset, the universe really sees that progress shift forward, and then they start going, okay, they can handle this a bit more. They can create that independent wealth and deal with the challenges that are going to come upon them. Okay, they have matured, they have grounded themselves, they can really sit here and deal with all aspects, you know, abundantly, like, you know, with abundance, it never goes smoothly. We might be creating a business, we might be starting a new job, whatever it is, but you want to know that you have the mindset to, yes, I can deal with a crappy boss. Sorry for using that word. I can deal with a crappy boss and keep a level mindset. Okay, yes, I can deal with the challenges of starting my own business. Okay, yes, things aren't always going to go the way I plan, but I am going to create that mindset of calm, that mindset of it doesn't matter what happens, 13:13 on the clock, it doesn't matter what happens, I can overcome it. I have the mindset to really put my mind to anything and create this sense of calm. So it's sort of like that abundance is coming in with that mindset change. And you're really adapting, okay? And you've got that adaptive power within yourself to really make that fast progress. Okay, you're taking action, you're moving forward, you're really sort of like not giving excuses anymore. You're not sitting there blaming everyone else for your mistakes. Okay, you're not blaming everyone else for putting themselves first, which might have left you short. You're just really in the situation of understanding, progressing, and moving forward and making those changes that need to be made. Okay, and it might not be easy, but you definitely are moving forward, and you are moving forward swiftly, and you're moving towards this investment. Okay, you're moving towards these investments you're making for yourself. You're moving towards your future. You're moving towards your priorities. You are moving towards your new beginning. Okay, and the universe is definitely saying, like, there are solid beginnings coming in. Okay, they want you to really set some goals here. Okay, they want you to develop a plan. They want you to get a big board up, a whiteboard, a chalkboard, a freaking chalk pen on the wall. Whatever it is you need to do, get a butcher roll and blue tack it on the wall. whatever it is, write up your goals, have a visualized plan. What is it called? A mood board, a dream board? Create it. See it come into reality, because we all know the power of manifestation. We all know the power of intention. We all know the power of visualization. So when we see it, when we set the intention, it really manifests into our reality. And that developing a plan and laying the foundations, and you'll really be taking advantage of all the opportunities coming towards you to get to these goals. And not only that, you will see your progress. Okay, you'll also see your consistency. You'll see, okay, I've done those 5 baby steps to this goal already. Look at how much I've done already. Okay, I'm keeping to this. Yes, but be gentle with yourself. Progress doesn't always happen. Enough. Now here's something. But yeah, you're really being asked to really jump in, to make these investments in yourself and for your future. Because what you've got is you've got that you're moving on to your roots, you're moving on to your future, you're moving on to this partnership, you're moving on to this independent wealth, you're moving on to this overcome mindset, and what you're moving on to is calmer waters here. You're moving on to the abundance, you're moving on to making the investments and to keep making that progress that life's really needed for you to do. What you're doing here is you're creating that new lifestyle, that new mindset, that new growth, that new self-worth, that new community for yourself. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. 10 of Cups and the Magician on the split. Oh! Do you know how powerful that is? That is amazing. And positive. That is just outstanding. Okay, we'll go through and we'll clarify. Wow, there's a lot to clarify. Clarify the 2 of Cups, please. Clarify the 2. Queen of Wands, I love her. Wow, that's a lot. So to clarify the Queen of Wands, we got the 7 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. A lot of cup energy out here to clarify the 2 of Cups. So yeah, this is your new beginning. Okay, this reunion, this love, this divine counterpart, this equal love, this just positive flow, this positive union is just full of everything amazing. Like the universe is saying, like, you definitely have to be in a situation where you're not going to accept less than what you deserve, and really make sure you protect your boundaries and really understand that the universe protects you here. But what the universe sees is that you are magnetic, you are vibing high, you are attracting these positive energies towards you, and it is creating this love, not only love for yourself, love for others, love for life, love for everything to do with you, love for all energies and new beginnings around you. And you are creating that frequency, that aura of divine light. You really are hitting it next level, and the universe really sees that you've overcome the challenges and you're ready for love. That's always exciting, right? Alright, clarify the 9 of Pentacles. So have the 5 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, I love the 7 of Pentacles. Oh. So yeah, you've planted your seeds. You're growing roots right now, okay? Yeah, you're in a time. Yeah, sometimes you might need to shift that mindset from really focusing on what the have-nots, but besides that, you're dancing, you're feeling great about yourself, you're feeling young again, you're feeling like you're on the right path, okay? And you're really understanding that you are creating that material wealth and that emotional wealth, and you're really starting to see your dreams and inspirations and those investments that you've been making really pay off. You're nurturing your growth, the divine. See how this man's holding his hand over the plant? He's nurturing, he's protecting the growth here. Okay, he's this plant is deeply rooted. Talk about returning to your roots. This is saying you returning to your roots, you know, is definitely key here. But what I do see here for you, oh my goodness, let's see. Guys, I didn't even see this. Under returning your roots is the Ace of Pentacles, the potential for abundance, the Lover's card, oh my God, twin flame, infinite love energy, the Strength card, and guess what, 7-7, we have the Seven of Wands again. So standing your ground is essential to your growth here and for your new positive shift. That came out in the last read too. You really need to stand up for yourself and what you've built. Okay? But yeah, you have the strength within you to push forward, to stand up for yourself, to grow. And it's that infinite cycle, 888 now. But it's that infinite cycle of love, of peace, of harmony, of abundance. Okay? And you're really creating this. And it's definitely going to be key is definitely returning to your roots, looking at your heritage, your ancestors, maybe even connecting in with family. That's beautiful. Guys, that's beautiful. That is really a big deal. Okay, let's clarify the Judgment card. Clarify. 9 of Pentacles again. Anything else? Two of Swords, King of Cups, Knight of Cups. Oh my God, this Knight of Cups won't go away. Okay, so yeah, there's love coming in strong. Love coming in strong. Okay, like this Knight of Cups won't stop coming into the reads. Like, oh my goodness, who is he? So keep your eye, and if you realize he looks a lot like the Seven of Pentacles too. But maybe a connection I'm making is maybe, you know, it's like once you've done that growth, he's ready to come in and really see you bloom. But anyway, let's clarify this Judgment card. So yeah, this is you making that work on yourself, really seeing that you've really done the self-evaluation and you're really seeing what needs to change about yourself to receive this love. So you're not led astray and blinded to the truth anymore. So you can really grow that abundance and nurture your growth, your self-worth, your being, and the community and people energies around you. And so you can really create this emotional intelligence for yourself. So you can really balance your chi. So you can really work on this positive new way of life for yourself. Yeah, because going in solitude mode, going in hermit mode, doing that self-evaluation, that transformation is going to be beneficial to you. We do our best work, and I so believe this. Anyone who's gone hermit mode understands this. But literally, even a week, if you could just push yourself a week and go hermit mode and just say, like, I'm just going to have a week to myself. You know, just a week to myself. Just a week to myself, and I'm going to not see anyone, and I'm just going to focus on my home life. You know, if you can work from home, that's great. If not, you know, go to work, but just really not go out socially for a week and do the self-work. Wow, the growth in that 1 week will be huge. You know, being able to have that power to actually close out people from your life is not only one of the biggest powers you could gain, it's like that determination is a real test, because sometimes it is better to be lonely than to have the wrong energies or like the evil eye over us, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's clarify this 9 of Swords. I hope that made sense. Oh, wow. Oh my God, guys, the 2 of Cups. I see the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. So we got the 7 again, 7 of Swords. Wow, there's 5. The 6 of Wands. Wow. The 9 of Wands. Wow. And the Knight of Swords. These knights. Okay. To clarify, your 9 of Swords. So yeah, you're really trying to, with the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Swords, you're really trying to make a break for it. You're really trying to run away from these situations when you've really got to work through them. Okay, and you really need to sort of like, yeah, leave the past behind, leave the negative mindset behind, let go of the fear, okay, because the universe ultimately knows that you have that resilience within yourself. You really have the independence, the strength about yourself to really get through this, okay, and to really understand it is just a mindset change. It's not as easy, but you know, you can get your mindset to a situation of it being as easy as saying yes or no. Okay, it doesn't happen overnight, but you can literally go, no, I'm not going to react like this. I'm going to breathe. 3 deep breaths. Sometimes you need 10 deep breaths. Okay, sometimes you need 10 deep breaths in a meditation. Okay, sometimes you need more. Sometimes you need hugs. You know, whatever it is that you need. But it is you being able to really gain that resilience and to really change that mindset. Okay, because ultimately when you are ready, when you have that positive flow, when you can really overcome this real big shift, when you can really create that positive mindset and that non-reactive mindset, that's when this union is going to really come in strong. And you will definitely get that recognition. You're already getting the recognition, okay? But the universe sees the hard work that you've done, and they see you loving yourself, pouring into your cups, pouring into others' cups, okay? And they see that you've been strong and you've been standing alone and doing it alone. But the universe is really saying, you got this, you can do this, okay? You were born to take lead of your life and show others, be inspiration for others of what they can really overcome. Once again, Hermit on the bottom. So yeah, taking that solitude out is definitely key. Okay, clarify this 6 of Swords. 6 of Cups. Oh my God, guys, I'm picking that up. Bottom of the deck energy, 9 of Cups. Okay. Oh. Wow. Wow. I'm taking the bottom of the deck energy too because the second one didn't come out. Okay. So this is what it's telling me. You'll move on to calmer waters. You make that shift. You make that change that the universe has been nudging you to do. Okay. You will get that emotional fulfillment. Okay. You set those goals. You will elevate. Okay. You will shine bright. This will be like a golden era for you. It will be a new frequency, a new sense of light, a new sense of being. You will become someone that you didn't know you could. Wow, 3 cups just flew out, so I'm taking that too. You will create this community, this lifestyle, and this positive flow that you have been yearning for. Okay. Wow. Lovers on the bottom of the deck with the Emperor and the Tower. Take that. Because I think it fits. And because I was caught too. So neat. Alright, so this is your abundance. This is you definitely reconstructing from the ground up. You're remodeling your life right now, okay? This is the time to make the cuts. This is the time to say, oh, I am so sick of your negative energy around me. I'm so sick of these negative situations. Close them out. Close them out. Now's the time. Close them out. Let this abundance flow in. Close them out. Bring in this love. Bring in these positive connections. Bring in this positive energy. Bring in this union, this divine love, this twin flame, this like positive energy around you, and you will create the empire you have been working hard on. You will create the world of your dreams. You will create your realm with power and authority over your life. Claim it. Wow, Judgment again. Thank you. So the cut. Wow, yeah. So yeah, your rebirth's coming in fast, okay? You've been doing the self-evaluation. You're working on your goals. You know what you need to work on. You're shifting the mindset. You're making the change. You're doing what's really needed to make this fast progress. This is telling me your self-evaluation, your rebirth is coming in fast because you've been doing the work. You've been putting the work in. You've been setting the goals, working on yourself, working on your growth, working on your new beginning, and really you have been dedicated for change, dedicated for self-growth, dedicated for this new life. With the Star card on the bottom, because you've been through it and you've connected in with the universe and you're following the divine's guidance. You're trusting in your intuition and you're really letting your intuition guide you. You are becoming this hope and inspiration to others. Okay, maybe this is your new beginning. Okay, maybe you do need to work on showing others how you did it, showing others that you've done it, you've started from the ground up too. Okay, but you're really inspiring others right now. Okay, clarify the Page of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, I won't lie. There's not much positive about this. Don't matter how so your investments. So yeah, okay, this is the universe telling you. You're definitely not seeing the full picture when it comes to your investments. You got your back turned to what the divine's trying to offer you here. This is the divine light beaming out of the cup, but you've got your face turned to it and you're focusing on your cups that are empty. Okay, the universe is definitely trying to bless you here, but you do need to focus and open up your eyes. Okay, maybe you're tired, maybe you're sort of overwhelmed right now, maybe that negative mindset keeps creeping in. Okay, but once again, you know, it's that negative mindset that's really coming in, and like the key is right here to open the door. All she has to do is, once again, all she has to do is look in the right direction. You know, again, looking down, can't see where to go. So yeah, there's a message in that. Maybe you can't see where to go. Maybe you can't see the way out. Maybe there's something blocking you right now from being able to see the options in front of you for your investments. Maybe there is a move you can make, but maybe that mindset really needs to shift in order for you to see. Just what I'm reading, guys. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Wow, Sun card on the bottom of the deck energy. That's beautiful. With the Strength card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. So yeah, you're working hard. You're making those investments. Okay, you're definitely working on yourself, building on your abundance and working on that growth here. And you're really moving on to that infinite wealth. We have the Queen of Pentacles already out here, but you're definitely matured. You've connected in with your elements. You're grounded right now. Okay, you see that abundance is yours. You know, you have that spiritual insight where you know that abundance is yours and this is your destiny and it's coming for you. And you just need to keep that dedication. And you've got that strength about yourself that you really do know and believe and can persist and persevere. But, you know, the universe is just really asking you to embrace that move. Okay, because it will be positive, it will be freedom, it will be full of hope and inspiration for you. Okay. I'm going, oh my God, can I just say, we got the High Priestess, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, then we have the Ace of Cups, then the Fool, then the Hierophant, bottom of the deck energy. So yeah, you do have that spiritual insight and you are elevating to that higher frequency because you are trusting in the divine to get this new beginning, and you are making that trust fall that needed to be made, and you are planting those seeds and you are remaining grounded right now. Okay, but you do understand that the progress is coming in and that you have been working hard and fast. Okay, but it's all about balance and balancing things out, and really trust your intuition to let it be your ultimate guide, because you do have that spiritual insight within yourself and that spiritual wisdom to really do and create anything of your dreams. Okay, guys, get your healing oracle message. If you made it to the end of the tarot, can you leave me a star? You inspiration. One more message, please. Oh my God. So we got lots. So open to the universe. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. Creation. You might be creating something. I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. Learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weakness into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light and I allow myself to shine. goodness. I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. Your final healing oracle message is choice. So it's really your choice to make the change. I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and I direct my thoughts to God. Been pulling a lot of oracle cards lately. I just trying to get more confirmations for you. Okay, let's get this message for this beautiful, amazing soul. Any messages from the universe? Messenger, you are a messenger. You are a divine. Oh no, that's too much. Too much. So yeah, messenger, you are a divine messenger, bringing harmony and balance into people's lives. Okay, your words have power. People are really starting to see that you are a divine messenger sent by the universe, sent by the divine. Okay, people are really starting to resonate with what, what guidance, what you've got to say. People are really starting to see that you do bring that joy to their lives, that inspiration to keep going. Okay, you really do find yourself in a situation where you do like to help people and you do like to give guidance if you feel divinely led to. Okay, all paths lead home. This one came out yesterday as well. So this message needs to be heard. Okay, so you really need to trust that inner authority. You really need to trust that intuition. Okay, you really need to take that deep look within yourself and really allow yourself to sit in quiet. Let yourself sit in quiet, in calm. No music, no noise. Close out the outside world and really just sit there in silence and tune into your body. Okay, and sit as still as you can, but feel the clothes on your body. Okay, so not feel, just sit there. Can you feel the clothes against your skin? Can you feel the shoes on your feet? Can you feel your hair touching your face? Can you feel your tongue touching the roof of your mouth or beside your teeth? So just really connect in with your body and feel it. Feel its gentleness. Feel its part in your life and really connect in with how your body feels. Do you have a funny feeling in your stomach? Do you have a tingling in your toes? Do you have an itch that's driving you crazy and you want to move to itch it? Okay, do you feel like your hair's lightly brushing across your face? How does your breath work feel? Okay, just really turn that gaze within and really tune into that intuitive feeling. Okay, maybe start, I'm gonna draw you a Power of Intuition card. So maybe when it comes to your intuition, you're surrounded by a lot of noise and it's affecting your intuition. Okay, so maybe tuning in, maybe that's why I got that message. Maybe tuning into silence, tuning into quiet by yourself is going to help you connect back in with your intuition here. Okay, but this is the Power of Intuition deck. Okay, and it gives guidance on what we can do. But ways we can grow our intuition is like, you know, test scores, ads, things. Like, I remember I was watching season 12 of Farmer Wants a Wife yesterday, and this girl was naming off star signs that she thought the farmer was, naming everything but, and I was just like, he's a Virgo. And then, like, after the commercial break, he said he was a Virgo. And I was like, intuitive. So making those guesses, and really, well, it wasn't really a guess, I just knew, you know, but really trusting yourself to pick up on the signs, to pick up on those things. And, you know, the more you sort of engage to having those intuitive thoughts, the more you go, I know I don't know the answer, but I know the answer, and really, yeah, just tune into that intuition. Okay, you can try with test scores, you know. I bet you blah, 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 you know, it's going to be this much, and see how far you're off. Or you can go, I bet you so-and-so is going to show up today. I've just got that intuitive feeling. Or I bet you I bump into someone today. I've got that intuitive feeling. Oh, I feel homesick, you know, and then a family member rocks up. That's their intuition, but same thing. Anyway, let's get you this guidance for your intuition. I'll draw 3, hopefully. What message for the intuition do we... No, too much. Is that 3? That's 4. They're cheeky. They're cheeky. This one was actually technically faced that way. So I'll take the 3 that were facing upright. So identify, harness, and act. So yeah, identify your, that's a message. Identify your intuition. Harness your intuition. Act on your intuition. Okay? So first message is identify. Sirens. Do you hear that? Sirens. Maybe you're operating from siren energy. I don't know. Let me know if that resonates for you. Or maybe you're hearing a lot of sirens. Alright. Sit with your feelings and it's getting closer. Sit with your feelings and consolidate with your mind, feeling, and gut feeling into one course of action. Does this require a whole brain response? Is the right response the one thing you're fighting? Can you see that? Screenshot it if you want. Harness. Visualize a safe place in nature where your intuition has space to speak to you. Is it by the sea or on a mountaintop? Relax and be open to where your intuition takes you. What answers do you seek right now? Act. Oh. Don't get stuck on the shoulds and coulds. See how you can do what you want. Use your intuition and a hearty dose of common sense to guide you. Follow that hunch that keeps niggling you. Ooh. Alright, it's cold here. It's winter. Alright guys, thank you so much. I am so grateful that you have come to my channel. If you get to the end, leave me a set of eyes for your intuition, your third eye. Alright, love you guys. And until next time, bye.